There's so much stuff going on right now that it is getting very hard and nearly impossible to keep up with. But right now, we are witnessing the calm before the storm. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at the current situation in Gaza and Israel, and you're like, what calm? There's freaking bombs and missiles and rockets flying all over the place on both sides. People are getting blown up. What calm am I talking about? Well, what we've been witnessing for the past couple of days is child's play compared to what's about to happen. This is the calm. Bombs dropping on either side, that is the calm. Right now, what's happening is everyone is getting in position. Everyone's getting their ducks in a row. Everyone's positioning their troops. You know, Hamas, they're digging in Gaza. Israel, they're lining their troops up along the border. Tanks and stuff are coming. They're getting ready for a full-scale invasion. Meanwhile, America, our government, has not told its people yet. So you're probably hearing this for the first time on the Cinema Shogun channel, but America is preparing to enter this war. We're getting our ships in position. We've already told Israel that we fully plan on shooting down rockets and missiles coming from Hezbollah in Lebanon. We just sent like 24 fighter jets to Jordan, as well as other military aircraft, and we're already drawing up the battle plans to carry out airstrikes in Syria and Iraq. Now, like I said, the U.S. government has not told us this information yet, but they've told military commanders in Israel. So everyone in America is basically in the dark. Most people, if you're not watching this channel, and if you're not paying close attention to what's going on over there from various other outlets, then you're in the dark and you have no idea that we fully plan on joining this war, one way or another. Like I said, we're already planning to carry out strikes in Syria and Iraq and possibly in Lebanon as well. Meanwhile, Iran just sent Israel a message via the UN, via the United Nations, calling on Israel to stop this war. They're calling for them to basically de-escalation. They don't want Israel to escalate this situation any further, but they warned that if Israel keeps going forward with these attacks in Gaza, that if Israel does in fact, invade Gaza, a ground invasion, a ground military campaign, that if Israel does go along with those plans, which they've been planning this for days now. I thought it was already going to happen, but now reports are coming in that by the end of the night, this invasion will have begun. But then again, we've heard that before, so I don't know what to believe. I do believe that this invasion is going to happen. It's obviously going to happen if you watch the movement of their troops and the buildup of these armored vehicles on the border. We know it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. They're already getting prepared. Like I said, they're getting their ducks in a row. They're getting their troops in position. So Iran has warned that if Israel does go forward with this, and they are going forward with this, that Iran is going to get involved. So the stage has been set. You know what if you catch my drift, the stage has been set here that this little, I say little, but this problem that's supposed to be between Israel and Hamas has now quickly turned into the U.S. versus Iran. The U.S. is already planning on striking targets. They're already planning on helping Israel. And Iran has already announced now that, hey, we want y'all to chill out, but if you keep going forward, we're getting involved as well. So this little war that should have been between a terrorist group and Israel is now going to boil over into possibly World War III, with America getting involved, Iran getting involved, and who knows who else may get involved in this situation. We know that Iran has been talking with China and Russia, and we know that a lot of these countries over in the Middle East don't like America, and maybe they've been waiting on something like this to pop off. But at the same time, we know U.S. politicians have been they've been wanting war with Iran as well. So it looks like we're all headed full steam ahead into a major conflict that we all kind of saw coming from day one when this situation popped off. About an hour ago, Israel announced that several rockets have been fired towards Israel from Syria. So this news will basically give the U.S. military the green light to go ahead and carry out these strikes in Syria. Meanwhile, Germany plans on landing in Israel tonight to try to collect some of its citizens. And, as these rockets and missiles are being fired from all over the place, Israel's dropping bombs, missiles are being fired towards Israel from Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, places in the West Bank, you name it. Meanwhile, all of these foreign countries, Germany, France, any country you can think of, they're constantly landing planes over there to evacuate their citizens. And I'm wondering, how long before something possibly happens to one of these planes? And if it just so happens that one of these planes are struck by one of these missiles or these rockets or something like that, then whatever country that plane belongs to, they're going to be dragged into this situation. So we have a recipe for disaster, basically, brewing over in the Middle East. And I've been telling you all this for days now, but we've reached the boiling point. I told you all from the beginning that this is not going to be one of those random little skirmishes that we see in the Middle East, that this had the potential to blow up into something big. And boy, oh boy, is it blowing up bigger than I think many people anticipated, including possibly even the various militaries around the world who are monitoring this situation as we speak. Now, while all of this is going on, Hamas is claiming that 9 of their hostages have been killed, including 4 foreigners. So they could be from the U.S., they could be from anywhere, basically. But they're claiming that these hostages were actually killed during airstrikes from Israel. And I don't know what to believe. Just the other day, Hamas was threatening to execute these hostages on live streams. They were threatening to send videos of them killing these people to their families, and now a lot of these hostages are dead, but they're claiming it's because of Israeli airstrikes. But I can confirm that there have been some Israeli airstrikes that have been just wiping people out in Gaza as they're trying to evacuate. They literally told these people they got 24 hours to evacuate over 1 million people. But as these people are trying to get out of there are bombs dropping on some of them. I don't know if it's on purpose or if it's, an accident or what. But literally, I've watched as citizens are traveling down the road trying to get out of Gaza and bombs are dropping on their cars. So I want to make it clear that, there are bad things happening from both sides. War is ugly. War is never pretty. And my point are, the reason I'm here making these videos, it's not here to convince you to pick any side. I'm just concerned about finding out the truth. And I'm more so concerned about America's involvement, which is something that America is trying to cover up while they tell Israel and all of these countries what their true intentions are. But I'm going to keep my eyes on the situation. Hopefully you all do as well. But for now, let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, and if you're feeling generous, drop a super thanks down below. But I'll talk to you all soon in the next video.